Hello, and welcome to your grounding exercise. So we will begin by sitting in a seated position. You can sit on a pillow or on a blanket. You can sit with your back against the wall. You can even lie down for this part of the practice. And the purpose of this practice is to allow you to come back into your body. This is good for when you're feeling anxious, worried, afraid, your mind is racing with thoughts, you feel like you have a future event that you're anticipating. This is a really good practice for you to get into the habit of doing. It calms the nervous system down and allows you to calm the worried mind and awaken the heart. So let us begin. As I said, I'm going to be in this seated position. I invite you to cross your legs if that feels good for you. You can sit on a pillow so that your hips are slightly higher than your knees. You can place your hands on your knees and begin to lower your gaze to the ground. And if it feels good for you, you can even close your eyes. So choose whatever feels good to you. Bringing your awareness to your hips, feeling the heaviness of your knees and your legs draping down onto the ground. Allow your awareness to flow out of the feet. Just feeling, how does the ground feel underneath you? Maybe it's hard. Maybe you're feeling the sides of your knees or your legs, your thighs on the mat or on the floor. Now bring your awareness to your shoulders. Feel your shoulders getting heavier and heavier, draping down to the elbows. Your awareness is going down into the palms of your hands, feeling the weight of your hands on your knees. Bring your awareness now to your head and your neck. Begin to notice the breath as you're inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Perhaps the air is cold, maybe it's warm. Just allow yourself to be here now. There's nowhere to be, nowhere to go, nothing to do but be here now. Noticing that your spine is tall, allowing your breath to deepen. As you inhale, you allow your lungs to expand and your belly to expand. We're filling the lungs in all directions like big balloons. As you exhale, exhaling from the nose, pushing the air out of your belly, noticing the belly is pushing into the body as you're exhaling completely. Again, repeating the inhale, keeping that visualization of the big balloons. As you exhale, you're letting go of the bottom third of the air in the lungs that's usually very stagnant. Following the breath in, allowing the belly to expand, the lungs to expand, the ribs to expand. As you breathe out, you're pushing out the air completely. I invite you to bring in the ocean breath now. So ocean breathing is where you're breathing in and you're pulling the air to the back of the throat. You're making this ocean-like noise. As you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Continue doing so in a rhythmic way. Noticing the inhales and the exhales. Are they equal? Are they different? Just begin to notice. No right and no wrong. The purpose of this ocean breathing is to activate the vagus nerve, which is this nerve that runs along the side of the neck. And when we activate it, we allow the nervous system to send a signal that I'm safe, I'm calm, and it's okay for me to relax and let go in this moment. Repeating that a few more times. If your mind wanders, joyfully bring it back to the present moment, to the hands on your knees, to the hips on the mat. Begin to bring your awareness to the sounds in the room. I invite you into this felt sense experience now. I want you to begin to name, how do you feel in your body? What sensations do you feel? Perhaps you're feeling some cold air around the tips of your fingers, or maybe you're feeling warmth in the center of your body, or maybe you're feeling tingling sensation somewhere. Just begin to name out loud, what is it that you sense? You can say, in my body, I sense, and begin to get curious and notice. This is a way for you to connect the different sensations in the body. Getting to know your body and how it feels will help you to understand yourself better, building that connection. And now I invite you to bring your awareness to your emotions. How are you feeling today? So you may say, I am feeling today, I am feeling calm. Maybe you're feeling anxious, maybe you're excited, or maybe you're feeling nothing. You might also be feeling two things at the same time, and that is very normal. So I invite you now to name out loud, I feel beautiful. Slowly begin to bring your awareness to your shoulders. Start to roll the shoulders around a few times. Slowly bring your hands together, rub the palms together, create some heat in them. Bring them onto your eyes, allowing the heat to flow onto your face. Starting to massage slowly as you begin to flutter your eyes open with your next breath. Beautiful. Now I invite you to look around the room, to orient to the space, to remember where you are. You can even name out loud, I see the plants next to me, I see the ceiling, I can hear the sounds in the room. Welcome back. So this is a beautiful exercise for you to do anytime when you notice your mind is busy, and I would invite you to do it regularly so that you get used to that, building that connection between you and your body and your sensations. All right? Now for the next part, we are going to be doing some warm-up exercises that you can do anytime during the day. You can do it first thing in the morning, you can do it before you go to bed, and it really helps to move your energy, your vitality. It helps to lubricate the joints, and it wakens up the cells, especially when we combine it with breathing. We oxygenate the cells in the body, the muscles, the bones, the connective tissue, the lymph, and this helps us to move our energy, move the circulation, and makes us feel alive. All right, so let's begin by rolling the shoulders back a few times, rolling them up towards the ears and back and down again. Beautiful. You can go as fast and as slow that feels good to you. You can choose to combine it with the breathing. So as we inhale, we lift the shoulders up and back and down, and as we exhale forward. Beautiful. Now let's reverse the direction. So we're going to reverse by going up, forward, and down, up, forward and down. Beautiful. 2 more times. Wonderful. I invite now to open the arms, outstretching the arms, and start to kind of make this twisting movement as if you're opening and closing a doorknob. So arms are at shoulder length, and we're just creating some lubrication in the shoulders in a different way. Beautiful. Now the next breath in, we're going to inhale, lifting the arms all the way up. Palms are facing each other, shoulders are down. And we're going to imagine that someone or something is lifting us up. So, and you can even do this side to side, and you'll notice the sensations on the sides of your ribs, on the sides of the body. We're increasing the space between the ribs, allowing the muscles to stretch out. We rarely stretch them out. And now let's interlace the fingers and flip the palms up. As you inhale, you're going to lift all the way up. Beautiful. And we're going to drop the left arm down onto the mat. You're going to bend towards the left side. As you're bending, make sure that your hips are on the mat. So if you're going to deep bend and then you notice that your hip is going to come off, we're going to come back up. Beautiful. With your next inhale, we're going to lift that left arm all the way up. And with your exhale, dropping the right palm down and bending towards the right side. So you can choose to keep your neck facing downwards or towards the other side, whatever feels good to you. Beautiful. With your next inhale, we're going to lift all the way up and down again. Beautiful. I invite you now to come off of your mat, and we're going to go onto all fours. So this is a beautiful way to stretch the spine. We're going to come onto our hands and knees, and you're going to have the palms underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. As we're here, we're going to grip the fingertips onto the mat like a cat. And this helps us to connect the hands and the feet and the knees to the earth, which helps us to feel a sense of stability. Now your toes can be the way I have them, or you can release them, whatever feels good to you. But I find that when I have them this way, when they're tucked in, I feel a bit more stable. So with your next inhale, we're gonna bring the belly down, neck up, shoulders away from the ears. And with your exhale, we're gonna reverse. So spine comes up and you're pressing into the mat, your belly is in. Beautiful. Let's do that a few more times. So we're going to lift our head, shoulders away from the ears, belly sinks in, hips up. And with your next exhale, we're going to reverse the flow. As you exhale, pressing into the mat with the palms, belly up, arching the spine, having this protraction in the shoulders. Beautiful. As you inhale, we can reverse the flow all the way up. Let's do that a little bit faster. Again, you can choose to go for your ocean breathing, where you're creating this ocean-like noise by pushing the air against the back of the throat. And if you're having any neck problems, just keep your neck in neutral position. Beautiful. Next, we're going into small waves. So we're going to bring the hips all the way back. And just before our hips touch the feet, we're going to roll forward. Again, belly comes down, hips up, looking up, bringing the hips all the way back to the feet. And then we're going to reverse, coming all the way forward. Beautiful. One more time. Then you can choose to sync the breath with the movement, or you can focus on the movement, whatever feels good to you. This is your practice. Wonderful. Coming into neutral. Now we're going to do some hip rolls. So we're going to drop the hips to the right side, back, left side, forward. And you can come forward as much as it feels good to you. And here we're just going to lubricate the joints of the hips. Noticing as we're dropping to the right side, back, left, and forward. You can choose to engage your abdominal muscles or not, whatever feels good to you. You can also choose to extend the arms a little bit more forward, and there you can go for a deeper stretch, dropping forward, the hips, coming to the right side, back, left side, forward. Noticing how that feels in the body, noticing if you want to stay at one point a little bit longer, maybe you feel a little bit of tightness on the right hip. Beautiful. Let's reverse the flow. So this time we're going to drop the weight to the right side, to the left side, all the way back, left, and forward. And then you can really expand this movement into the shoulders, maybe coming forward, dropping the knees, all the way back. And noticing how does it feel to move in this direction. We store so much in our bodies, so much tension, and sometimes we get surprised by what comes up. So allow whatever feelings and sensations to come up. We're creating space for ourselves. Beautiful. Dropping into child's pose now. We're going to bring the feet towards each other, opening the hips, mat with distance apart. And if we have a block or a blanket, we can place it in front of us. And then we're going to drop our forehead onto the mat, extending the arms forward, stretching the fingertips. And when you're ready, you can drop your forehead. You may notice that you're feeling the sensations along the spine, lower spine, upper spine. You may feel sensations in the inner thighs, the outer thighs. Just notice what you notice. Allow it to be okay. Allow the discomfort to arise, knowing that this too shall pass. After a while, you may choose to allow the elbows to fall onto the mat. We're slowly going to bring our palms, our hands towards the knees, using the hands, the fingertips to lift ourselves all the way up. Perhaps bringing the knees towards each other. And pausing here for a while, allowing the blood to flow back down. Beautiful. So allow your eyes to open, gently looking in front of you. And let's go into our next posture, which is Sphinx. So we're going to come forward, coming with our belly on the mat, allowing your feet can be hip-width distance apart or close to each other, whatever feels good to you. There's no right and wrong in Yin Yoga. It's all about how you feel in your body. So allow your elbows to come slightly in front. And we're going to interlace the fingers and bring the thumbs together. We're going to drop the forehead onto the thumbs. So the thumbs should be in between the eyebrows. And as we're here, we're allowing the shoulders to sink down. You may notice sensations in the lower spine, in the shoulder area. That's normal. And we're going to be holding this posture for a little while. And the thumbs are targeting this very important acupressure point, which when we're pressing onto it, and then when we release, we're allowing any mental tension to be released as well. I also invite you to scan your body from the top of your head down to the spine and the legs. Notice if you're constricting your muscles or holding on to any tension anywhere. And I invite you to just surrender. In Yin Yoga, there are two reasons to move. Reason number one is
After holding the posture for a while, your body begins to open up and acts as an invitation for you to go deeper into the posture. Reason number 2 is if you start to get really uncomfortable sensations, it's like your body's alerting you that something's not right, and take that as a sign to release completely or take a resting posture instead. You may release the thumbs and just lower your forehead onto your fisted hands, bringing your awareness to those sensations around the forehead. You may also choose to use a prop to support your forehead. If you have a block, you can place it here, or you can use a book or a cushion, whatever you find around you is fine. Begin to slowly open the hands, placing them down. And I invite you to, if you'd like to go for a deeper stretch, I invite you to come into seal. So this is basically where you're going to lift your elbows off of the mat. And this will give you a deeper stretch in the lower spine. I invite you to bring your hands closer towards you, and then you'll notice the stretch deepens. You may choose to place a pillow underneath your belly if this is too much, or you can just stay right here. In Chinese Yin Yoga philosophy, we have these meridians that run along different parts of the body. And this posture targets the stomach meridian, which is in the front line of the body. And the stomach meridian is what holds the emotions of worry and overthinking. So by holding this posture, we're allowing our stomach meridian channel to flush out any worry that's holding you back from enjoying a peaceful mind. Slowly begin to lower your elbows down if you're in seal. And if you're in seal or sphinx, you can begin to slowly come out of the posture, placing the hands on top of each other and the forehead on top of them. If you'd like to go for, if you'd like to stretch out your lower spine, you can lift your knees off the mat, sway them from side to side, noticing what your body needs. You may shake them. And allow yourself now to drop the feet, the knees, coming into our resting posture. You can choose to lie down on your belly or on your back or on your side. Slowly begin to open your eyes, and we're going to lift ourselves off of the mat, maybe going for this child's pose stretch, or maybe you notice that you want to do some cat-cows again. So let's do that together. We're going to again place the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, tilting the tailbone up, chin up, neck up if you have no issues. And then again, rounding the spine, belly in, shoulders rounded. Let's do that a few more times. Breathing in any way that feels good to you. As you're looking up, your shoulders are away from your ears. And then as you're reversing the flow, just keep going at your own pace, inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. For our final posture, we're going to come into reclining butterfly. So here I invite you to bring a block or a rolled out blanket or a bolster if you have one. So I'm going to use my rolled out blanket here. I'm going to roll it up just in this way. I'm going to place it just there. And we're going to bring the base of our feet together. We're going to press the feet together. Now you can bring your feet as close or as far away as feels good to you. The closer your feet are to you, the more you'll feel the sensations in the inner thighs. The farther away they are, the more you'll feel them on the outer thighs. And if you have any blocks, you can place them right underneath here or pillows as well to support your knees. Now I'm going to bring them closer to you, to myself. And here we're going to place the pillow just underneath the upper part of the spine. I'm going to slowly roll back using my elbows. And again, you can have another pillow underneath your head here to support your neck. And I invite you to either open the arms to either side or place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And this one gives you more of a nurturing sensation. So if you open the arms on either side, you're opening up the chest muscles, the pectorals. Again, this posture also targets the inner thighs, the outer thighs. And because we have this pillow or blanket underneath the upper part of the spine, it helps to open up the chest, the muscles in between the ribs. And you may notice the sensations running along your arms. Just begin to scan the body from head to toe, starting to get familiar with these different sensations that your body is feeling. For example, I feel tingling sensation in my arms. I'm feeling some movement along the thighs. Or maybe you're feeling nothing at all, and that's okay. This is your practice. You may choose to keep your eyes open or closed. This posture, reclining butterfly, really helps to manage the anxious feeling you may get in your heart. This anxious feeling is a message from the body. Perhaps it's being overwhelmed. Perhaps there's a lot going on. So this posture allows us to release all that excess energy. Notice if you're holding any tension in the shoulders, allow the shoulders to soften and drop. As you inhale, notice the belly expanding. And as you exhale, noticing the belly dropping down. If the mind wanders, joyfully bring it back to the present moment. It is safe for me to be here now. It is safe for me to be in the present moment. It is safe for me to be in my body. All is well in my world. Feeling the weight of the arms on the ground, letting go of any tension in the fingertips. Noticing the forehead, noticing the jaws, allowing them to soften, allowing the tongue to drop into the floor of the mouth, allowing the lips to soften.
Noticing any shifts in the breathing pattern. Allow the weight of gravity to do its work on the body. You're slowly going to move the fingers and the toes. Perhaps use the hands to lift the knees, extending the legs, going for a stretch here, interlacing the fingers, stretching the body. And then we're going to place the feet on the mat, elbows on the mat. We're going to lift ourselves up, begin to move your prop from underneath you, and then drop your back on the mat and start to bring the knees towards you and start to rock the body from side to side. We're going to hold on to the right leg, right knee, extend the left. Just do some ankle rotations here in one direction and then switching to another direction. We're going to do a simple stretch here. We're going to bring that right knee across to the left side, pressing it with the hand. And then let's bring the left knee towards us. Again, rocking the body from side to side, extending the right leg, bringing the left knee towards us, pressing it as far as it feels good to you. Again, ankle rotations. I'm going to rotate 3 times to the right side and then 3 times to the left side. Now we're going to use our right arm to press the left knee towards the right side. Beautiful. Bring the knees towards us, forehead to the knees, and then begin to allow the legs to drop, coming into our resting posture. Hands can be facing up or facing down. Just notice what position feels good for your body. And when you've settled, just allow yourself to stay still here for a moment. Starting to bring some movement in the fingers and the toes. We're coming into our next posture, which is dead bug. Now, you have a few options here. You can stay as you are on the mat, lifting the legs all the way up and the arms all the way up. You can also do it against the wall, if you like, with your legs up on the wall. So I can demonstrate to you. We're going to bring our hips all the way as close as possible to the wall and then start to lay the body down and then come up this way. So whatever feels good to you. I prefer it on the mat. This beautiful dead bug posture allows us to reverse the blood flow. So the blood is flowing down from the legs into the body. And it helps to relax the nervous system. So we have 2 parts of our nervous system. We have the fight or flight part, which is what gets us to do things in life. It's very important. And then we have the relax and digest part of our system. And that's what we're activating now. And this is what helps us to restore peace and harmony in the body. And this is an excellent posture. You can choose to hold it anywhere for up to 15 minutes as well if you're up against the wall. It really helps to rejuvenate recirculate the blood, and calm down an anxious mind. Begin to notice if you get any tingling sensations in the arms, allow your arms to come down and just keep the legs up. Again, scanning the body, noticing any shifts, subtle shifts in the body. Notice the breathing. And let's do coherent breathing together here. So coherent breathing is very simple. It's basically where our inhales and our exhales are the same length. So we're going to be inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4, all the while doing that from our nose. So let's begin. We're going to inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. You can choose to continue or breathe at your own pace. And we're slowly going to bring the arms and the legs down, allowing yourself to come into your final Shavasana. You can choose to have, again, a blanket underneath the knees, which really helps to support the lower spine, or a bolster. So I'm going to demonstrate with the simple blankets. We all have a blanket at home. We can do this easily. Allowing the arms to open, the palms to face up. Bringing the awareness to the body on the mat. Just allowing yourself to rest here. Slowly beginning to move the fingers and the toes. Maybe do some ankle rotations and wrist rotations. Bring the arms above the head, interlace the fingers, flip the palms, and take a deep stretch. Slowly bring the knees towards you, rocking the knees from side to side, hugging the knees. Bring the forehead to the knees, stretching, engaging the muscles fully in the body, contracting every muscle, and release. Beautiful. Slowly begin to roll yourself onto one side. And let's come up into seated position, the same way that we started. Hands on the knees. Perhaps if you had the right leg in front of the left, let's switch them. Let's place the hands on the knees again. The same way that we started. Maybe rocking the body from side to side, the hips, so that you're fully seated on your sit bones. Bring your awareness to your heart center, the center of your chest. And we'll finish this practice with a metta bhavana prayer, which is a prayer of loving kindness. May we be happy, may we be healthy, may we be free from suffering, may we be free from mental anxiety, may we live in peace, may our lives be blessed with ease. So be it, and so it is. Slowly opening the eyes. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for doing your practice with me, and I wish for you a beautiful day ahead.